Perfect. Okay. So, as college athletes, we have it tougher than anybody else. And during school, we wake up at 6 a.m. and we have weights and training for an hour. Then we have school all day. And we have an evening practice on top of that. So that's like more than any other student does. Like, I get students can take harder classes and stuff, but like I'm currently taking 19 credits and it's already a lot. And before school even starts, we have to be here a month earlier than everybody else. And we have 3 days, and we would start at 10 a.m. and we would practice until 8 p.m. And this just takes a big toll on our bodies, and it's just a lot for us to handle just coming into the season, but it also prepares us really well. And since college athletes do more than regular college students do, they should receive an increase in their team's budgets. College sports teams can be a deciding factor for many students, not like just student athletes that are looking to come to school, but just normal students in general. Athletes need good nutrition when they're on the road or traveling, and during their preseason when their cafeteria may be open, and they deserve to get nicer gear during the season. So a lot of students look at colleges just based on their sports and their athletic teams. And especially when coaches are recruiting an athlete, they want to like look good. They want their school and their team to look good if they really want the athlete to come to Corbin, or if they want the athlete to come to the school. And if the sports teams are really good and they have a good winning record, most students will be attracted to the school for that reason. An example of this would be like University of Oregon. Like they have such a big school, and many people like that school just because it's like University of Oregon. Like, they're so well known, they're really popular, and their football team is well known, and a lot of their sports is just well known in general. Even OSU, like, they're well known too, and that just attracts a lot of students just to like be a big college. And although like Corbin's a small school, and I think a big factor in like small schools is that if your sports teams are really good, that will want students to come, even if it is a small school and not really well known. When athletes are traveling and on the road, they need to eat good in order to play good. And so I think a big part of increasing budget is for athletes to have better meals when they're traveling, because we have to travel 3 or 4 hours to Washington, like 8 hours to College of Idaho and stuff like that. And so while we're on the road, like, if we're not eating good, like, we're not gonna feel good or won't perform to our best abilities during our games. And so I think if we have an increase in our budget, we'll be able to feed the athletes better, and we'll be well prepared for our games. And even during preseason, like here at Corbin, we don't have like breakfast opportunities open. Like, our coach has to go out and buy our breakfast for us, and it's hard to feed all these athletes and feed them well enough. And we only have like a $20 budget per day, so she's only giving us $8 for lunch and $12 for dinner, which is like okay, but if we want like actual good meals, like, it's gonna cost a lot more than that. And another thing that I was talking to about athletes at Corbin was that majority of them said that if they look good, they play good. And I feel like a lot of athletes kind of mentality-wise focus on how they look, and that helps them play better. And so if athletes get like a bunch of nice gear and new gear for the season, that like motivates them to want to play, and that gets them excited and ready for the season. Like, I know our freshmen were really excited when they got all their gear and they saw everything that we got. And I think that's kind of like a big role in an athlete's mentality, is that they want to look good when they play, and like looking good as a team is what can attract people to like want to watch you play and stuff like that. And so I think like since as college athletes, since we do a lot more than most students, we deserve like increase in our budgets, and especially if we have winning records and stuff like that, I feel like it's noticeable. Like if we keep winning, like why not give us some more extra money? Like if we need it, and especially since we put in more work than everybody else, I feel like we definitely deserve it.